because you guys are needed more than you know. Hi, I'm Cole Alexander, professional footballer for the past 18 years. I've played for teams like Kaizer Chiefs, Sport United, Bidvest Wits. I've also played for my national team, Bafana Bafana. I've also had a stint in Europe as well as Asia. So yeah, I've been well traveled. Few of my achievements is winning the MTN 8, winning the Nedbank Cup back to back, being runners up for the league, being nominated for the best player in the league, best midfielder in the league, being nominated for that as well. And those are a few of my achievements, and I've been playing for approximately 18 years and still trying. I'm currently 36 years old, and I'm from Cape Town, Mitchells Plain. I've had many challenges throughout my career. A few of the most common setbacks are injuries, is being told no, is being rejected, it's being sent away from a club you love and admired, and it was a dream to play at, and just losing big matches, not winning things, and yeah. So those has been my few of the most common setbacks that we all experience. But my most challenging one was wrapping my identity around my football. Was thinking football is everything. Was making a god out of football, and that wasn't sustainable, because when I played for the applause of the crowd, for my coaches, for my performance, and yes, it's good to want to win, to succeed, to make people happy. Those things are not bad at all, but if it's what you live for, and if you wrap your identity around pleasing others, our happiness will lie in the applause of others, in our performance, in what others think of us, and that wasn't sustainable. That was for me my most challenging part of my career, and how I dealt with it was having the correct people around me, having the correct structures in place, and the most important thing for me was my faith, was wrapping on knowing my true identity, which is in Christ, which is in who God says I am, and finding my identity in that, because He loves me no matter what. He loves me whether I win, whether I lose, whether I achieve success on the field, whether, no matter the situation on or off the field, or He loves me, and that for me was a turning point in my career, and it's been a challenge for me. Yeah. And as mentioned before about how I dealt with my challenges, and I mentioned that it's important to have a good team around you to help you in your career, and one of that pillars for me was, and I'm so blessed to have a wife as a physio. But yeah, it's a physio. It's I would say physio, biokineticist. They are so important, and I've only realized this late on in my career. I had many injuries. I tore my hamstring. I dislocated my elbow. I had a hernia. I had stress fractures. All ankle injuries was the most common injury. So yeah, and I mean, one of the standout injuries was the ankle injuries that kept on coming and coming. And at that time, early in my career, and being a 17, 18, 19-year-old, not really paying attention and not really doubling down on what's important and what's going to help me, or not looking for that thing that's going to help in my career, I got injured, and as soon as I felt okay, I stepped back onto the field. I didn't care about future prehab or future strength building in that specific area. But it's only later on in my career when I realized the importance of a physio, and more importantly what the physio shares with me, and me applying what they've shared with me. It's only later in my career when I use their methods and listen to their instructions, because a lot of the times I felt I'm okay, but then their time frame would be, hey, there's a progression with it, and that's where I used to have conflict, thinking I know better. And that would have been one of my so-called challenges, that thinking the body's, my hamstring is maybe fine now, I'm good to go again. And then I bump my head, I knock my head, realizing or pulling that same, tearing the muscle again, or hurting my ankle, twisting it again. So yeah, physiotherapy is very important, and it's I would say it's very essential for a sports person to have that in the corner, and yeah, and also just to listen to the experts in the field. In my opinion, what makes a great physio, it's more than just the service they give us, which is important and which is very helpful, but it's also the chats, it's also the mind work. It helps to be vocal, and us as footballers or sports people, we are not, I won't say we're arrogant, or mostly not arrogant, but we want to get back to our jobs. We want to get back to playing. There's pressure on our side to get back onto the field, to perform to the best. Those pressures come with us, and that makes us panic a bit. And then sometimes with consultations or with seeing physios, we want to rush them, we back chat, we think we know better. So that comes with, I think, if the physiotherapist can just have a bit of an understanding that, okay, the professional, this is what he's dealing with, this could be a situation, and instead of just maybe assuming, this guy thinks he knows it all, he's so arrogant, just be mindful of the fact that this could be the situation, and just acknowledge him, and then accommodate him, tolerate him, yeah. And I think that would help, and yeah, most definitely just communication. I think that's vital, because we use, even today, I use my physio's advice with my prehab, my rehab exercises. And there's a lot more than just that the physio, that I've learned from physios, in terms of loading and deloading and over exercising and all of that. So yeah, I'm grateful to physios, and it's nice. Get your physio wife. It's nice to have a physio wife to just have a quick deep tissue release at home. But yeah, physios are very important in the pros fields. Yeah. To the physios, to the aspiring physiotherapists, I want to say thank you to you guys. Thank you to your service, and I hope you guys stay inspired to work in sports, because you guys are needed more than you know. You guys are very, very important to professional sports people's lives and careers. My only advice again is just to have some sort of understanding, and not judge the pros. They also have expectations and demands and have a lot of pressures that they come with, and sometimes it can look that they are arrogant and is their way or the highway, but eventually they will come to their senses to see that you know better. They'll eventually knock their head like I did. I knocked my head to realize that I need to listen to the experts, and that's my message to the youth, to the sports people, is you need a team around you. Us as athletes, as sports people, we need a solid team around us. No man is an island, and the more we have the correct people around us, the better chance at success we have in our careers. So and yes, a physiotherapist is as important as a dietitian, as a fitness trainer, as a life coach. It's important pillars in sports performance and to reaching your performance goals in your career. Yeah, and yeah, thank you.